Good day, YouTube. It is the 25th of May, 2023. This is a recent acquisition. Bought it last night, actually. It's obviously a Honda EU3000is. It is rough looking. Yeah, somebody found a can of silver spray paint and did bad things with it. It actually looks better on camera than it does real life. Yeah, we can get it fixed up, cleaned up, whatever. So what's interesting is it does run and it puts out power. It doesn't run that bad. It's not great, but it won't fire up when you crank the electric starter, and that's kind of odd because it runs good enough. You would think it would, but no, we could never get the thing to fire up with the electric starter. So I'm thinking it's probably just needing a proper going over, a good tune-up and service on it, a full tune-up and service on it. Yeah, this is somebody really fixed up that decal, huh? A true artist there. But yeah, you give it a pull and it fires right up. That's weird. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this long term. Short term, we're going on a trip. My dad, my nephew, and I. I'm taking my truck and camper. This one, in fact, you can see I'm already kind of loading up, even though it's 3 weeks away. But and I'm towing this trailer with a golf cart in it, and I have room behind the seat, in the back seat of my truck, to haul my EU3000 handy generator. It's quite a bit smaller than this other. My dad is taking his Dodge truck and a regular bumper tow, like 27-foot trailer or something, and he'd have room in the back of his truck to haul this. So yes, it needs a cosmetic restoration. I don't have time to mess with that, but I am going to take the time to get this thing serviced and hopefully running properly, and so it'll start with electric start. And then, you know, if we need air conditioning or whatever in our RVs as we camp along the road for 10 days, we'd have it. So I heard this run yesterday, but we didn't take time to really look it over or check anything. So let's check the oil real quick. Let me grab a paper towel. Make sure it has oil in it. How bad does it look? Boy, they just painted everything, didn't they? We'll get it. Okay, it's plenty of oil and it's dripping out. And it's fairly clean, actually. Come on. Thread back in there left-handed. Oh, you know what? I don't like it. Oh, it's gassy. Oh, we have to change it. I just saw it drip quickly. Too quickly. Yeah, it's leaking. It's running out. We need to drain this oil. Okay. Yeah. Alright, guess that's first, huh? Let me get some stuff. Some of us had the fuel contaminated with gas. Is a good time to change it a couple of times. So let's just change it now and run it for a bit, and we can change it again. At least it'll be clean, right? Hopefully this doesn't run everywhere. It's thin. It's not horrible, but it's thin. Give it some air. Hopefully it's not going to run everywhere. Let her drain. Alright, we got it drained. Made a mess. I got some 520 Mobile Super Synthetic on the shelf. It's about a half a quart. I think this holds like 6/10 of a quart or something. This would be good for a flush oil change. That oil wasn't as diluted as I originally thought it was. It's just a little bit thin, had a little bit of a fuel smell, just a little bit old. So what I'm saying is I'm not really suspecting problems, just I think it's been sitting around a while. I think there's another, excuse me, partial quart here. Opportunity to use these up if I need it. It's pretty much to there. Put a little more in there. Then we're going to check the spark plug. A, it's conditioned. B, what is it? I think it's supposed to be, yeah, right up to the top there. I think it's supposed to be like a BR5. My little research last night. I do have one on the shelf, and my left hand's not real good at threading this stuff in. I'm going in front of you. Only way to get that in there. Okay. Oil is changed. Put this back on the shelf. Somebody will need it. Okay, turn it around. All right, let's open this puppy up. I did peek inside before I paid for this yesterday. It's not too bad. It's not horribly dirty. It's not been messed with. There's not parts missing. It looked pretty good at first glance. Boy, that's particularly tight. I wonder why. It's just a cover, for crying out loud. Okay. She's a little dirty in there. I'm going to pump up my compressor and blow that off. It's going to take a minute. Alright, we got to blow it off. Get on there. Maybe there's no room for the extension, or at least the long one. Short one. There we go. Kind of hoping that it's old or wrong, because I'm still looking for a reason why it doesn't start with the electric starter. I mean, it cranks it normal. It seems normal anyway. Probably could put the battery on a charger. Tight. Come on. Yeah, it's been in there a while. Again, I looked at it, should be a BR5. Yeah, it is. It's got some age to it. I mean, it's been in there a while. I'm glad to see that because I am looking for the issue. Let's check and see what it was gapped at. My gap gauge. We're gonna have to gap the new one anyway. It should be around 30-ish. And this is around 33-ish. That's kind of okay. Okay. Reaching up to spark plugs. To BR5. BKR5. That should be close enough, shouldn't it? No, BPR5's over there. Yeah, like that. Here we go. I got a million other things I should be doing today, but I love working on these things. I don't know why. Alright. Gap looks tight to me. What do you think? Yeah, she's coming up about 26. 30. 31. Okay. We got a gap. Spark plug. Drop it back in the hole. And then we're going to check the air box. Again, we're looking for a few reasons why it won't fire up with the electric starter. A lot we can do with this, but we're just shooting right now for make it run good and reliable. Well, again, we'll check the air box. I've got some filters on the shelf that fit this. If it's bad, and then we'll pump the fuel out of it and put some fresh non-ethanol. We don't know what's in it. It's almost a full tank, but we don't know what it is and how old it is. And if I'm ever going to get that socket off that spark plug. There we go. Plug it in, plug it in. There we go. Alright, let's put this little cover back on and not tighten it to oblivion. Don't need to be that tight. There. Click. Alright, got a couple clips here. Of course, there's one back there too, on the bottom, on the back side. At least they're all there. Even the pre-filter's there, and it looks good. And it's not horribly dirty inside. It's not perfect, but... Well, it's not bad. We're going to change it, but it's not bad. So back behind this air box is a fuel sediment bowl, and we're this far. So let's take that air box loose and pull the sediment bowl off. It's like a petcock with a, similar to the old water separators and stuff on the old cars stuff. Okay, so let me get some 10 millimeters and let's get this air box out. I know there's not a lot you can see, but I'm on the second bolt. This is a bolt, actually. I think there's one more in here somewhere. Oh, there it is right there. Way up here in this corner, it's a nut. Sometimes you feel like a nut. So I think that's like a fuel petcock we're headed for. You can shut it off and then pull the sediment bowl, clean it out. You might open it just briefly in case there's something in there that needs a little flushed out. And then close it. And reassemble. You're in my way. Gotta get this hose off of here. There we go. Air box. Just like. So we took that hose off, but there's more to it. We'll look around. I think there's a hose or two missing. Okay, we'll look. Okay, I'm gonna take you in and show you where this is at. It's right here. See that? That's what we're gonna get in there and take off, all right? So here it is. Definitely some junk in it. Not horrible. Oops. Not horrible. We will spray this out. Get the rest of it, or just see if it'll wipe out. Spray it. Spray it. What do we got? Here's some WD Poety. Hey, did a nice job. Oh yeah, we got it. Let's clean it and polish it on the inside. Reinstall. Oh yeah, I'm gonna let the gas go just a little bit. Of course, your gas shutoff's right up front. There we go. It's just to flush whatever out. Makes me feel good. Gotta get in front of you to tighten it up. Alright. Turn it on, check for leaks before you put it back together, right? Looks good. Nobody stashed a bunch of cash in here or nothing. Dang. Okay. Turn the gas off. I thought there was more than one hose going to this thing. Let me look around in there a little bit. Overflow tube. There's a bunch of junk in the bottom. I'm not seeing any though. Somebody that's worked on more of these than I have will have to fill me in. Cause I ain't seeing one, so I didn't take it off. Wasn't me. Don't blame me. Airbox nice and clean. That tells me someone serviced this that cared. And they wipe things down a little bit, so as ugly as this thing is on the outside, just means it was used. But I don't think it was abused. Two and oh, I see that one down there. Just getting my bearings. Getting my bearings. Alright. I dropped one of them bolts down there. Did I mention we'll probably do the spark arrestor? Maybe not today, but we will. Stay. You grab my bolt I dropped. Where'd it go? It was under here. I seen it. Alright, I'm going looking. Alright, I got the air box bolted back in. Let's find the air filter. These don't have pre-filters, but there's a good pre-filter in there. The air filter is not horrible, but it's due. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Ah, yes. Tuck it right in there. A little gap on this side. Bottom clip one. Top clip one. That one needs a screwdriver. Okay. Well, let me get this stuff off here. I want to see if it'll do with the electric starter. The only thing we haven't done yet is change the fuel out. And I do want to do that. But inquiring minds. Choke. Choke. What do you think? Will it? It would not before. I've cranked and cranked and cranked. Would not start this way. All B. There's no good reason. It's cranking pretty good. I think the battery's okay. That is different, isn't it? Let's see if this thing has an hour counter. We're looking at the green light there. It's not all the early ones, but most of the rest of them, that green output indicator will flash for every 100 hours is on it. Watch the green light. Guess we don't need to choke. No choke. Started. Come on, really? Alright, let's change out the fuel. Alright, if y'all don't have one of these little $11 pumps, get you one. They're way handy. We're just going to drop her down in there. Put this fuel into this can. Uh-oh. Battery connection. These will leak a little at first. I'll just pour this in my tracker. It won't matter. Alright, we'll let this thing pump out. There's a screw on the bottom of the carburetor while this is pumping out. That'll drain the fuel bowl. You're going to have a smaller screwdriver than this one though, to get to it. Something like this one. We're going to do that too in case there's water or sediment or something in it. Alright, pumping complete. Okay, fuel is out. We're going to give this a seafoam treatment of epic proportions. There we go. Now we're going to put some fuel in it. Like non-ethanol premium fuel. It's the only thing that goes in my machines, period. You put something besides non-ethanol premium in my machines, I will make you take it out. I don't want anything but the best in them, and I never have issues with them. Never. Smells better. Alright. I cleaned up this surface. I cleaned up the cap a bit. Closes better. Alright, that's about 3/4-ish of a tank-ish. Now then, we're gonna run this for a while. Stink up the shed. Windows and doors are open. I'll get a little room here. I probably don't need that. I can't get a good swing. I'm going to hit my hand on something. Let's turn the key on. Let that run a while. Alright guys, here's the conclusion of this video. Here's what's going on. I did just shut it off. It would not start again with the electric starter, and it became difficult to start with the rope starter. And that tells me a story in that the valves are out of adjustment. The last one of these I had was run until it wouldn't run anymore, and that was its issue. It was probably hard to start, and then pretty soon it wouldn't start at all. That's where this is headed. I think what I discovered on the last one was the intake was tight and the exhaust was loose. So that'll be next video on this. When I get a chance, I get some time, will be adjust the valves on this EU3000is. So we've got good oil in it, got good fuel in it, spark plug air filter. We've cleaned the sediment bowl. We've gone through this service pretty good. What's left is to adjust the valves and clean the spark arrestor. Okay, that'll be coming up in a future video. So thanks guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, thumbs up please on the way out. We'll catch you guys on the next video.